What's going on, traders? Welcome to this week's Forex forecast. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to check out the Patreon or the YouTube membership for my daily chart analysis. I hope to see you there. All right, first things first, looking at the US dollar call reports, the past week the banks got rid of 2,800 longs and they got rid of 3,500 short positions. If you look on this daily chart here, this upward momentum has now fallen, which has created a supply zone, and we are reacting off of this supply zone. I talked about this in the live streams, so if you want to see what I'm saying in the live streams, check it out. I go live every day during the New York session, so definitely stay tuned for that. So this is a daily chart. I am expecting price to continue this rally down, creating a daily downtrend. That's what I think is going to happen on the US dollar here. If you look at the 4-hour chart, there is some decent demand right here at 92.298 that we could see some reactions on. So keep an eye out for this 4-hour chart zone, where we could see some sort of rally for a couple days from here. But ultimately, I think we will continue that downtrend on the dollar based on that daily chart. All right, on to EURUSD. The past week, the banks got rid of 689 longs and they got rid of 16,000 short positions. I am long on this pair in this daily demand zone. I split the risk with the Aussie dollar because they're very similar setups. And why am I long at this daily demand level? Because of monthly demand is now in control in the euro, and I think it's going to go a lot higher. I think that there's some retail stop losses up here that we can easily target for your first take profit. But for me, my target is right at this daily supply level at 1.20932. It's offering me over a 5-to-1, so that's why I'm in it. And I'm also going to be looking for some 1-hour and 4-hour setups within this daily zone. So I will be looking for confirmation. And if you don't know what confirmation is, there will be a link in the description of this video where I explain exactly what I look for confirmation. If you see here on the 4-hour chart, there is this 4-hour supply zone, and I'm waiting for this to happen for me to get confirmation. And any 4-hour zone that does that, I'll be interested in adding on to my position here. And to hold to my target up at the same level. So very high odds trading right now in my opinion. I do think that the dollar will continue its weakness. That's why I'm looking for shorts against the dollar. And right now the euro and the Aussie are both the pairs that I see working out the best. So if you're on the 4-hour, I would wait for this 4-hour supply to be removed and then look to get in long. I think that would be a much safer bet. I'm just going to have to see what the zone looks like that removes this 4-hour supply zone. And if you're a Patreon or YouTube member, check that out, because let's say midweek this happens and then I draw a new 4-hour zone. If you sign up for $5 CAD per month, you can get the zone that I most likely will be taking if this takes place. So definitely check that out. Links are in the description. You can sign up with YouTube or Patreon. Only $5 CAD per month. It helps support the channel, and it can definitely help you with your trading as well. So definitely check that out. Links are in the description, and I hope to see you guys there. All right, looking at the Aussie dollar, AUDUSD, the past week the banks got rid of 14,000 longs and they got rid of almost 5,000 short positions. If you've been following me in the live streams, you know that I am long the Aussie dollar and the euro dollar. I'm long at this daily area of demand, and I'm also going to look for 1-hour or 4-hour confirmation in here to the upside. And the reason I'm doing that is because we are coming off of monthly demand right down here. So in my opinion, it's very high odds to be getting in long right now. And if I'm wrong, I have my stop underneath, so it's all good. But in my opinion, this is something I'm very interested in adding onto my position down here. As you can see, we are seeing a push lower, so it looks like we will see this daily zone get tested a little bit lower, which is all good to me. I feel comfortable in this position, and there's very clear targets, right? If you look at the weekly chart, my target is right before this weekly supply at 0.76940. So that would be my ultimate target for my daily zone. I also will be looking for day trades in here too. If we see this daily zone start to react nicely and move to the upside, we will have a 4-hour trend. And after that, I will be looking for 15-minute pullbacks to get in for some day trades, but not yet. I don't see that happening just quite yet. So it looks like these 4-hour zones are going to start to break, but in my opinion, I think it's high odds to wait for a 4-hour or a 1 hour confirmation, you can get in long in there. I think it's very high odds to be looking for longs in the Aussie dollar right now. All right, on to the British pound. The past week, the banks got rid of 7,000 longs and they added 2,400 short positions. This is just a pair that I'm not very interested in trading at all. Too much daily action, too much daily sideways action. So if you're going to be trading this one, you're going to have to start to use, the lower time frames if it's going to make sense, right? Here's a great example of one of the 1 hour supply zones I had that worked. So if you're the Patreon member, YouTube member, you can use these 1 hour zones to look for 5-minute confirmation in there. So that's one great use that the Patreon and YouTube members have by signing up for that. So like I said before, definitely check that out. You can use it for stuff like this. But the pound right now, I'm not super interested in trading this one. There's really not much going on. What I am waiting for is a new high right here to be formed on the 4 hour, which will create a 4 hour uptrend. Then I will start to look for 15-minute setups for a little day trades. And I'll be looking for those during the New York session live stream that I do. So definitely, tune into that. I think it's going to be very beneficial for you guys and for myself too. And don't forget, if you are liking this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like and potentially share with a friend that could help it out, that could find use out of this forecast. Would be much appreciated. All right, on to USDJPY. The past week, the banks got rid of 131 longs and they added 674 shorts. This is another pair I have no interest in trading. I've been talking about this a lot in the live stream. Some people have been bringing up this pair, and I said, look, it's just ranging in this daily time frame here. I have no interest in this. It's way too difficult to predict what's going to happen. So in my opinion, I would stay very far away from this pair. I don't like to trade in ranges, and I don't think that you guys should be either. But if you have to, then you have to, right? As far as day trading goes, on the 4 hour, there's nothing to look at here. Tested supply, no demand till down here, and it's tested, in my opinion, how I draw my zones. So it's not a lot of opportunities in this chart. I think that there are way better pairs to be trading. If you are a day trader though, there's actually a very decent 1 hour zone right here. You could definitely look for 5-minute confirmation in there. I think that would be completely fine. And this level is located at 110.067. So if you're entering on a 5-minute, definitely check that out. I think you could get like a 2-to-1, 1-to-1 out of there on a 5-minute time frame. Just definitely look for confirmation. None of these are good for set and forget. So pretty boring on the USD yen. Usually this one offers some decent setups, but it just hasn't been on my watch list basically since the end of July, beginning of August. So it's all good. There are other opportunities out there, but this is just not one of them for me. All right, on to the USDCAD. The past week, the banks got rid of 820 longs and they got rid of 3,982 short positions. The daily chart's not looking good. It's kind of sideways, so this is another pair that you could look for trades on lower time frames. There is a 4 hour supply zone here. You could look for 15-minute confirmation in here to the downside. But to me, it kind of looks like it was almost tested here, so we could easily see a higher push up. What I am personally waiting for is for this demand down here to be broken and make a new low, which will create a 4 hour downtrend. Then I'm going to be hopping on the 15-minute time frame, looking for set and forget short trades to continue that trend with a target of 1.23835. I think it's high odds that we do get down there if this all takes place. But like I said, I'm waiting for that to happen first. That's why I personally don't feel comfortable taking shorts at this 4 hour zone. But if you do, look for 15-minute confirmation. So there's some potential day trade setups here on USDCAD. If you're a day trader on the 1 hour, there's really not much going on right here. There's a little demand zone here. You might get like a 1-to-1 out of there on a 5-minute time frame, but really not much going on this chart right now. Even for day traders. So in my opinion, USDCAD, there's many other better pairs to be trading right now. If we do get the break of this 4 hour supply zone, there's another beautiful 4 hour supply zone right above. So you could look for a 15-minute confirmation in there and maybe get a massive move down. But me personally, I'm either going to wait for this 4 hour supply to be hit to look for confirmation, or I'm going to wait for this downtrend to continue and maybe hop on the short train to ride my target down to this daily area of demand on the daily. All right, on to USDCHF, the Swiss franc. The past week, the banks added 1,100 longs and they got rid of 2,500 short positions. This is another pair that I have no interest in trading, even on the lower time frames. Too much sideways action in this chart. So, in my opinion, if you watch the daily, you're either gonna wait for this supply to be broken to look for longs, or you're gonna have to wait for this daily demand to be broken to look for shorts. That would be the highest odds thing to do, in my opinion. If you're a day trader, there's not even really much to be going on here. You could have looked for 15-minute confirmation in there. That would have been fine. There was a 4-hour demand zone here. You could have looked for confirmation in. Didn't really get there. So even for day trades, there's really not much going on if you enter on a 15-minute chart. Over here on the 1 hour, there is this supply zone. So if you want to enter on a 5-minute, look for that confirmation. You could definitely do that. And remember, if you don't know what confirmation is, check out the link in the description. I will have a confirmation video linked in there for you guys to watch. And it's exactly what I look for. And then there's this 1 hour demand down below here where you could look for 5-minute confirmation in. But in my opinion, these zones are very low odds. You can see them work a little bit. So if you do get in, definitely just look for like a 1-to-1 or maybe a 2-to-1, something like that. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for day trades in this chart. All right, looking at gold. The past week, the banks got rid of 4,900 longs and they added 5,000 short positions. And that's as we are right in this daily area of demand. It's decent demand. It's not incredible demand, but it is, daily demand. And we are seeing some reactions off of it. Now is it going to hold or is it going to break? We don't know. But I am looking for confirmation in this area, even though it's not the highest odds thing to be doing right now. And so what I'm on is I'm on the 1 hour chart. And for me to get that confirmation, I'm basically going to have to see this removed here and possibly this 1 hour supply zone up there to actually get decent confirmation. On the 4 hour chart, there's really not much going on at all. It's a very sloppy chart right now. So the confirmation is going to be hard to get, but I am more bullish with gold. I probably wouldn't be shorting, in my opinion. I don't think that's the best thing to be doing. If you're a day trader, all you have here is a 4 hour supply zone. You can look for 15-minute confirmation in there. That would be okay. I would definitely stay away from this demand zone here for confirmation because it's all tested up and all used up. If you're a day trader on the 5-minute chart, the only opportunity I see for you guys is this 1 hour supply zone up here. You could at 18.10, you could look for 5-minute confirmation in there. I think that would be fine, but not a lot of opportunities on gold right now. But like I said, just waiting for that 1 hour or 4 hour confirmation for that nice move in gold. And you could easily target this daily supply up here, or for ultimate targets, I think gold is easily going to go to 1900 within maybe the next 6 months or something like that. So that's why I am pretty bullish on gold. So just waiting for that confirmation. All right, looking at crude oil. The past week, the banks got rid of 9,000 longs and they got rid of 1,600 short positions. I'm looking for longs in oil. I know a lot of people are saying it looks bearish. But to me, according to the higher time frames, it's very bullish. We're coming off of weekly and monthly demand. So that's why this daily demand zone, which I know a lot of supply and demand traders are not going to be looking at this, but I am. And clearly it's been holding up price. So I am looking for longs in this area on a 1 hour or a 4 hour chart for confirmation, because I think that oil is looking like it's ready to explode. So that's why I am looking for longs in oil. 4 hour chart's not looking good. It's kind of just consolidating. So the confirmation I'm going to need is basically this 4 hour supply to be removed. That would be the safest type of confirmation. I think looking for confirmation by the removal of this 1 hour supply is a little risky. It's not the best indication. I think it's best, since that daily zone quality is not incredible, to just wait for this 4 hour zone to be removed like that. And then, we can start to buy 4 hour pullbacks, or, you could even look to trade the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute. But I think oil, in my opinion, higher time frame demands in play. So I have no interest in shorting this pair at all right now. So I'm very interested in getting in long in oil. I just have to wait to see this 4 hour supply removed, and then I'll be looking to get in long. So definitely wait for that too. Alright everyone, thanks again for watching this week's Forex forecast. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well if you don't mind. I really appreciate all the support. let me know in the comments down below what pairs you're looking at this week, and maybe we can get in touch and you can send me a chart and let me know what you're looking at. I always like looking at charts. So with that being said, let's have a great trading week and let's make some money. Cheers.